The Attleboro High girls basketball team has struggled over the past several seasons, most notably after making their move into the very deep and very talented Hockomock League. With the resignation of head coach Mike Riley after last season, it was important for athletic director Mark Kuhl to find someone with roots in the city's youth leagues and the energy to help rebuild the program. With those qualifications in mind, Mr. Kuhl announced that the new coach would be former Bishop Feehan star player Missy Traversi. Ms. Traversi has an extensive resume from playing professional overseas and in the WNBA to a successful coaching stint at Dover Sherborne High. AHS spoke with the new Lady Bombardiers coach about coming back to Attleboro and the challenges ahead.
You know, for me, it's coming back to my roots. It's there were some professional reasons to come back and also personal reasons, and I couldn't be happier. I've traveled all around the world playing basketball, playing the game I love, and it's kind of neat how it's brought me full circle back here. And I'm looking forward to giving back to a community that, like I said, has given me so much. And obviously, in the last few years, there's been obviously kind of a drought in the winning category when it comes to Attleboro High School girls basketball. But, you know, for me, it's about focusing on the here and now. It's a new era in my mind, and I'm just trying to pump these girls up and get them excited. I'm going to come in and give them everything that I have, and I'm hoping they'll do the same. And I think it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. But what I'm trying to do is put the accountability on them and to put it in their hands. They can make it what they want to. And it's all about Attleboro pride here. It's all about blue pride. So they have to be proud to wear that name on their jersey, and hopefully I can instill that in them and win some games. My style has always been fast-paced, get out and run mentality. But I had this conversation with Mark Kuhl when I was getting interviewed. And for me, you have to know what you're working with. And I don't really know these girls yet, so a lot of it's going to depend on what they can show me. If I find that we have size and that we're big in the low post, then we're going to pound it inside. If I find that we're quick and athletic and we can get out and run in the full court transition game, then that's the kind of style that we'll run. But I'm pretty equipped to deal with any kind of athlete that I see. So I'm not too worried about that. We have systems for all types. So I'm excited to share it all. I want those kids to be like sponges. I want them to soak it all in, and I just want to be there for the ride. And I know there's going to be highs and lows, but that's why coaches do what they do. When the highs are highs, it's the top of the world. I want to be at the meetings. I want to be at the clinics. I want to be running the clinics. I want to take over the entire girls program, and I want to give them, the coaches, the tools. I want to put on coaching clinics. It's going to come fast and it's going to come quickly. And it might be a lot of information for a lot of these coaches that aren't used to having this, but this education is what these kids need. And I have the time, I have the energy, and I have the experience. So I think it's a win-win.
One issue that's been brought up recently in terms of girls basketball in the area is the lack of female coaches at the varsity level. According to Ms. Traversi, the need for female role models is clear, but being a good coach is equally important.
I've been lucky in my tenure to have boys, girls, female, male coaches. I've seen great ones, I've seen bad ones on both levels. I think it all depends on your athletes and what they need. At the high school level, personally, I think a female role model is far more important to young girls these days, especially in the world that we're living in today. I think they can have a profound effect on the youth. And however, if they can't coach a lick or they don't know anything, they do not deserve to be in that position. But if you have a candidate that has the experience, that is educated, knowledgeable, and also is a role model and lives a certain way, then I believe it should go to the female. But you know, Mike Dede and Mike Redding, they've all been so successful at Mansfield High and Bishop Feehan, and you know, more credit to them. They continue to build their program, and they have strong tradition. You know, I just hope I can, you know, bring this program up. And these kids, they're not stupid. They understand. You know, if a guy comes in or a girl comes in and they've played this game at a high level and they've had the accolades and they've been successful and they work hard, these kids are more apt to listen to them as opposed to someone just off the street that, you know, just loves the game. And these kids, they're going to go through their highs and their lows, and I can relate to what they're going through. I can relate to this community, having grown up in it. So we're going to have a lot in common, and I'm just ready to get after it.
In the middle of the interview, Ms. Traversi ran off to try and recruit students walking by to try out for the team next winter, making it very obvious that energy will not be an issue as the program rebuilds.
It's amazing what an impact you can have on a kid's life, especially through sport. And I think that's where I'm going to shine with these kids. And we just need to get more people out in the sport in this area. We need to get people playing pickup outside at Finberg Field. We need to get these girls playing against boys. We need to get these girls playing one-on-one against better talent. We need to get these girls out and playing. If there's one thing that Harvard has taught me is that my gift and I believe my passion for the game comes from player development and skill development, and that's what high school athletics and even the youth levels is all about, is teaching these kids the mechanics and the fundamentals so that they can then take it to the high school and sometimes more elite collegiate levels. And I want to be that foundation for them. I want to help them build the skills now so that they can go off and develop their game even further. There's some people that want to play and some that don't, and those that don't, I think, are truly going to miss out on a great experience, and not just the game of basketball, but the game of life, and I teach both. So I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, I just recruited a girl down the hallway just before this interview, and I think I scared her half to death, but she's coming out next winter. So if that means me going out in the hallways and doing that, that's what I'll do. So.